Support comes from the Virginia Living Museum. I'm Jessica Azura, Senior Director of Guest Engagement, welcoming you to experience the wonder of Virginia's native birds, mammals, marine life, and reptiles, all with a focus on education and conservation. More at thevlm.org.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to our Bird Notes. This is Dwight Davis. Today is the morning of New Year's Eve. It is also the seventh day of Christmas, for which the gift is 7 swans a-swimming, at least according to the song, The 12 Days of Christmas. Now, I had to look that up. For all that we've heard the song repeatedly over the past weeks, I can never remember the numbered gifts, except for those that land on the cadences, the 5 gold rings, and the partridge in the pear tree. We'll leave the fact that partridges don't get up into pear trees for a later Bird Notes. But back to the swans. The lyrics and the settings of the 12 Days of Christmas go back to England in the late 18th century. Thus, the different birds mentioned, all 6 of them, are those to be found in England, even the so-called French hens. The swimming swans are mute swans, scientific name Cygnus olor. These are the same birds found in European tales and songs since medieval times. Hans Christian Andersen's The Ugly Duckling, for example. The silver swan in Orlando's Madrigal. The bird roasting on a spit in Carmina Burana. And the bird eaten at royal feasts. Those swans are not especially tasty by most reports. And speaking of royalty, the Crown owns any mute swans in open waters in England and Wales. For further information on this, you can consult the official Warden of the Swans. The European mute swan is different from our 2 native swans, the trumpeter swan and the tundra swan, which some older birders might still call the whistling swan. And by the way, the tundra/whistling swans are here right now, wintering on Back Bay. The mute swan can be seen in the U.S. It was introduced to this country in the 1900s to add a bit of stately elegance to ponds in parks. The bird is identified by a graceful curved neck, an orange bill with a black knob at the base. These birds are not really mute. They utter an assortment of grunts and whistles, not often heard. They are aggressive, and when threatened, they will attack with beak and wings, backed up by some 25 pounds of avian arousal. Swans frequent crossword puzzles in the form of handy 3-letter words. The male is called a cob, C-O-B, and the female a pen, P-E-N. So the bird of the day on this 7th day of Christmas, the mute swan. Actually, 7 of them, alliteratively swimming.
Support comes from the Virginia Living Museum. I'm Jessica Azura, Senior Director of Guest Engagement, welcoming you to experience the wonder of Virginia's native birds, mammals, marine life, and reptiles, all with a focus on education and conservation. More at thevlm.org.